This heist will really throw a wrench into their plan.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Wrench, Speedway, Saboteur, or Black Cat from Spider-Man. This is a card that's kind of like Gaunty, but bigger and badder, because she enters, looks at the top 8 cards of your opponent's deck, and lets you take any 2 of them, and you can then play or cast those cards, meaning you can even steal their lands and use those lands for activated abilities, though you can cast the cards for mana of any color. This Enter the Battlefield is so strong that it's worth doubling, even if very few other cards in this deck have Enter the Battlefield abilities, because this card is going to be able to search through so many cards from the top of your opponent's library. You can take out combo pieces. You can build big synergy out of their cards for yourself, or you could just pick out the cards that you happen to need in a given circumstance. Because Wrench costs 5 mana, this deck also has a lot of ramp, a lot of 2 and 3 mana ramp especially, to help us get Wrench in play. And once she's in play, she's already done her job. So what we want to do next is kill her and reanimate her, making sure that she's coming back with a rebirth, or she's not dead after all. We also have other reanimation spells like Virtue and the Reanimate, a classic on its own. And of course, because this is a crime deck, we're also stealing from our opponent's graveyards with cards like Necromancy. Wrench is a big black steal spell, and that means she plays great with other black control cards. Whether those are ones that just get you value or just clear out your opponent's threats, they're all good with this card. So let's take Wrench into the queue and see what this Black Cat can steal. Zur Eternal Schemer. They're gonna be scheming, dreaming, and apparently this is the last match I'm allowed to play until I have to restart my client, because they're gonna be turning enchantments into creatures. Big, life-linking, hex-proofing, death-touching. Hex-proofing? Yeah, whatever, it works. Oh, and they're a wizard. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can turn anything into a creature of its mana value, and you can even do it in response to removal to turn it into a hexproof non-target. I really like Zur. Zur just keeps getting better too as we get more enchantment synergy in Esper colors. Feel like they'd just go for a trade. Let's see. I'm ramping. I don't know why there's downtime on a Wednesday. Wizards of the Coast, you silly. Off you're doing silly business. It's Wednesday? Huh. Shows how much attention I've been paying. Mystery Rainforest, possibly getting a white source so they could play Zur. But sometimes you wait a little longer, so like you can Zur and still hold up something else. Yeah, so Banishing Light, they're gonna hit my ramp. No more Ornithopters. And I am going to have you draw a card, but I'm also going to take a card from you. Teferi's Ageless Insight, that's card draw. Static Neck, that is another piece of removal. And it gets in my Power Stone. Okay, I have removal in hand, so I'm going to take the Ageless Insight. I have some card draw in my deck, so I'm not sure if I will be playing this. It's mostly just to deny them it. Like, otherwise I could take Static Net and it can hit whatever here. Take a card, leave a card. Yeah. And they probably want to wait until they have 5 mana now, which is a good idea, because otherwise they could get edicted. They draw 2. Temple of Deceit. They scry. And they put it to the bottom. I can hold the Edict here, or I could play the Ageless Insight. Just getting ready for some card draw in the future. Now I want to hold on my Edict. And then next turn, we wrench him. Hi, Zur. So they do not have another white source, which means they can't activate Zur, which means I'm safe to do this. Now, they could still have like a mana drain or something, but they didn't. Good, goody, goody. Time for wrench. Okay, board wipe. Restoration, dog, board wipe. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the momentum breaker. And I guess I could just take this dog. Restoration of Iganjo. I don't have planes in my deck. I could also take lands, but I have a land in hand. I'll pet that dog. Yeah, it's like if I put this in play, there are ways they could get it back. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's not gonna work. Momentum breaker. Goodbye, Zerd. These edict effects are brutal. And that one was from their deck. I'm adopting their dog. Yeah, because he belongs with me. I'm gonna treat him better. He loves me more. Stasis Snare. Of Lord Conda. Static Knack. Stasis Snare. I might just be going for Thought Distortion next turn anyway. Based on what I have seen of their deck, very few creatures. Whole lot of non-creatures. Yeah, the puppy has a knife. Or like a car with a bug in it. Alright. 4 mana being left up. They could just go for Static Net here. Okay, Law Mage's Binding. This is just in Clown Jail. Which... Oh no, not Clown Jail! I'm going to Thought Distortion. Hitting 2 of the cards in their hand. Brutal. And swinging for 1! Good buppy! I'm almost at max speed, which means that I can gain 4 life instead of 3. Yeah, getting to max speed on this doesn't matter that much, but, like, it's a good card. Smothering Tithe. If I draw cards, I have to pay 2, otherwise I get a treasure. And now when they draw cards, things get counters. Yeah, I'll pay 2. Speed's maximum! Gaining 4 life. Yeah, she's in Clown Jail. She's a cloundrel, which is a clown scoundrel. Actually, I think that's pretty accurate. Sorry, Black Cat, I don't know much about you as a character. But I know you're a cloundrel. Waterlogged Teachings are gonna tutor for an instant. That's not Black Cat, that's Wrench. Oh, I'm so sorry. She's still a cloundrel. Leyline Binding. Ooh. They definitely can cast that. And now they can't. They have 3 different types. They have plains, islands, and swamps. But they have chosen instead to scry. It's a really good card with Zur. In part because it is a 6 mana value thing. Boop. So if you animate it, it becomes a 6/6 with lifelink. Aw, Zillions, thank you for the 20-month resub. Chat is cute. Overlord of the Bailmerk, also cute. The Overlord's another good addition to Zur. If you animate them, I think almost all of them are even bigger. Using Zur's ability. And the moon! We draw. And I'm... I'm gonna pay. I'm also going to try to kill this Moon Circuit hacker using Sheldred. You don't miss the 4-color Zur Overlords in Standard. I was a cool deck, though. Now we just have Yuna Overlords. Alright, Leyline Binding gets to exile a permanent. Now they can choose a permanent I've stolen from them. Or just one of my own. Okay. I am, by the way, if they play Zur, I will try to kill him, but otherwise, like, I'm going to kill my own wrench so I can steal from them again. Okay, so they're playing Zur. They do not have enough mana to animate, because they didn't crack that first, so I'm going to hold the cut down. I personally blame up the beanstalk. Yeah. Let's all blame beans. Take my beholder and try to get them to crack open the fetch. I guess I'll hit... Should hit creatures from their graveyard because they have the Overlord. In response to them trying to get a second mana source, we kills her. No animations. Yeah, we're doing great. This is cinema. This is mono black doing mono black things, which is killing creatures. And stealing. Thanks, Wrench. Oh, a wedding announcement. They're getting married. That's so nice. I think I kind of want to wait until chapter 2 of the wedding to bring the stab wounds. Who brought the crocodile full of knives to the wedding? I did. I'm on that Game of Thrones mindset. More swords, more swords. Oh man, Sir costs 9 mana. Can any color deck do crime? The best crime-doing colors are Grixis. That's black, red, and blue. White really doesn't do much crime. And green really doesn't do much crime. All right, perfect. I will still pay the 2. I have plenty of mana. Can even throw down a Terminus. And here comes the crocodile. Hi, Nick. I would like some pineapple. I just played a crocodile that stabbed some guys. Oh, thank you for the bowl. Yeah, wait, no. We don't do that in this one.
That card.
No, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! We're playing Magic.
Exodia.
Yeah, we have Exodia. Oh, look, Zur got slightly bigger. Thank you so much, Nick, for the pineapple. Our partner just carved up a fine fruit for me. Oh, somebody wants to gain life. Okay, yup. This is why Zur is scary. Alright, so I would like to free the Shuldred. And that's yours. So I kind of want to keep it. For now, at least. The dog's better off with me. Okay, sacrifice to Smothering Tithe. And look, they removed the final counter on this. Isn't that nice? This also now is giving them all +1/+1. Am I flipping Shelly? Or am I terminusing my wrench? I have a couple creatures. I took most of their creatures out of their graveyard. Oh yeah. We're going want a Flipadelphia? You've never seen a shouldered flip? Oh, you're missing out. She's awesome. She's got a, kill a thing, fill the graveyard, Rise of the Dark Realms. And he's going back in my hand. I guess I'll play her again. I think you sacrifice Zur and just bring him back off the Overlord, right? Never mind. And she's got a real good enter the battlefield. Seagate Restoration. Going to draw some cards. Drawing cards makes Zur bigger. And Zur's probably going to be killed next turn, or exiled. They still have 3 enchantments left that they can animate. You can't animate auras because they're attached to things. Sorry, Clown Jail. It was a 7 mana draw too. We've all been there. Alright, here's the Banishing Light, Death Touch, Lifelink. Chump Block. Swinging in. And flipping over. I love how my commander's just like, I did crime once. I've just been sitting here. I could have been setting up for additional card draw, but haven't been. How much life am I willing to pay? All of it, every single day. I was like, yeah, I'll bring this in. I'll bring this in untapped so I can double spell this turn. So now they will want to empty out their hand because they're going to have to discard 3 at the start of my next main phase. The fear of failed tests. That's a lot spookier if it has Death Touch. Okay, sure. A creature in the graveyard for me to bring back. They discard. I pay the 6. Wow, that's a lot of lands. Guess I should just do the thing. Alright, I'm gonna exile my Wrench. Put her back in the command zone. And we're chilling. Right back into Philadelphia. They dropped a Phyrexian Arena. They transformed this. You're a wizard. Land in hand. Virtue of Persistence. Hell, you ain't gonna have many creatures to bring back. Yeah, I have my own cool virtue. Not that it matters, I'm gonna get Rise of the Dark Realms here. I am planning, by the way, on channeling this just to try to put more creatures in the graveyard. Like, oh, and return 1 to hand. No, just to put more in the graveyard. Also, this will flip over and force them to sacrifice Fear of Failed Tests next turn. It's a brutal card. Oh no, my token! You could have bounced it first. You could have, I think. When did that get in their hand? Yeah, they could have bounced it. You would have drawn so many cards. Alright, I kind of like just casting that because it's cute. Oh, do I have to target one? Okay, the one that's 1 mana. The one that's a crocodile. I stab you and then you will get sacrificed. I can't pay the 6. Let's just draw cards. Nice. Things happened. Oh, Rise of the Dark Realms. Oh, a Hash-Slinging Slasher. Okay, I've definitely refilled my hand here. And now I want to steal. Yeah, you'll be able to put one of your own things back in hand. I don't care. Dovin's Acuity. Some lands, Felder Profane. Like, I have lands. I will take Dovin as a cutie. I'm doing this to gain life. It will go back into their hand if I choose to. It's a May ability, though. Okay, number go up, number go down. Number stay neutral. Like a milk hotel. I'll eat their smothering tithe. Great! Alright, I guess I could have hit their creature. It really doesn't matter much to me. And as Kanta, they're going digging. They whiffed. And they concede. GG, sir. Davriel Soul Broker. Davriel is going to be trying to ramp to 4 mana real fast, maybe with a Dark Ritual or something like a Guardian Idol, so they can play their commander and start getting offers and conditions. Positives and negatives, where the positives usually greatly outweigh the negatives. Things like, oh no, I lose a life for the creature that I don't have, but I make all of my spells cheaper forever. There's a whole bunch of emblems that Davriel can gain you. And it's a little unpredictable. There's a bit of RNG to it, and wow, okay, I hate that. They have Kill Spell, Ramp. I would love to hit this Cold Steel Heart. That is a Necropotence. Necropotence with Lilies. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the Necropotence. Like, even though they only have a second land there, and cutting that off could potentially cut them off from other things. I can't let them have the Necropotence. Not gonna go for the Dalthy Voidwalker. Not while they have these.
Trust me, you won't.
Alright, they draw 3, and then they lose 1 life for each creature they control, which is none, and likely to remain 1 for a while. I could hold the opposition agent, assuming that they're going to tutor, but I'd rather just, like, take out this. So I am going to attack Davriel. A simple turn. A simple plan. Ghost Vacuum, some Graveyard Hate. And... yeah, they got Necro Dominance after got rid of Necropotence. This is a little less crazy until they get... there's an emblem on their commander that allows you to gain 2 life whenever you draw a card, which lets you just, like, draw half your deck. Terrifying. It doesn't go as well with the Bolus's Citadel, but still a very, 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 very good card. I have 2 different, like, great potential spells here. I could go Dalthy and Opposition Agent, or I could just go for Wrench. I think I'd rather go for the Sorcery Speed, Dalthy Voidwalker, and then flashing this in. Now, we did see the removal they had before, and we saw that they got rid of it. It got exiled. Excellent. Okay, a Scampering Surveyor. In response, Opposition Agent. And they're heisting me. Reason I'm doing this here is because I would like to get a basic land or a cave and put it into the battlefield tapped. I'll actually just take their land and put it into exile where I can play it later. We knew they were gonna tutor. It was just a matter of time. All right. I searched their library for a basic land or a cave. Any caves? Urza's Cave. All right. I'm gonna take that out of their deck because it's weird that they're running Scampering Surveyor. Behold! Where's this cave? Wonder if I should have gone for the strip mine and bought that. Wrench. I'm trying to see which of these will have counters on them. Breach, Crag, Mox, Tezzeret. I like Breach the Multiverse because it's big crime. Small ramp is also fine. I'm gonna go big crime, and I already have a land in hand. Karn. I see you have artifacts with activated abilities, and I'd like you to not be able to use it. And I'm gonna hold this back just in case there's a spell that they discard that I want to use. Here's Davriel. Now, Davriel could also minus and try to kill one of these, but I have the Malakir Rebirth to save them. Okay, so they got spells cost black less, creatures get smaller. Voidwalker's really good at attacking Planeswalkers. So they have Aetherflux Citadel. That's part of a combo assembled. Immediately destroying that Nykthos. I know what I'm here for. Just getting rid of that. Oh, I should have Chromatic Lantern first. I guess this is fine. Now it holds this up. I don't think we have any of those. Teehee. Sure, why not? Makes it worse if they want to, I don't know, like, wipe the board.
Yes, I have other clients to attend to.
Cool. They'll lose 2 life. Haha, because I made you have more creatures. This could be a Citadel turn. They can't tap this for mana because Karn. But it costs less. They're going to go for Aetherflux. And an Undercity Plunder. Alright, I'm going to drop the board wipe. And I don't want you stealing from my deck, so I'll also take Chromatic Lantern. We're also both mono black decks, so I don't need Chromatic Lantern the way I would normally need it. They'll pay life. They'll lose a little life. And let's see what we got here. Davriel's removal power is perpetual. Oh, yeah, so it won't work with Malakir. That's fine. I can definitely go for the Breach this turn. I want to, so I will. I'm also trying to pay attention to what they have over there. The things in exile. Yeah, it's only the cards that were, like, previously put in graveyard. That's the Voidwalker doing that. Okay, Emperor of Bones. Yeah, good. And then we can do that again. Oh, there's also Big Ugin. Yeah, but Big Ugin against the colorless, I'd just be hitting, like, Necrodominance. Baragoi. The same Voidwalker I just sacrificed. I actually thought those cards would go into graveyard because I sacrificed that first, but I guess not. I could have Malakir rebirthed that too. Alright, double checking cards. They won't be able to activate Aetherflux if I have this out. Oh, it's the Necropotence doing it, or the Necrodominance doing it. Right. I forgot about that. I was just like, oh, I'm getting all of them in the graveyard from this. Okay, here comes the Citadel. Yeah, we got rid of Necropotence before, but same idea. They put the things into exile. Okay, Inquisition. There's 2 different choices. You hit Liliana. And my Goyf grows. They also can't activate the Citadel, but they can still use the passive from it. Alright, get that thing out of the way. And swing on in. Do I have any cool creatures here? The Delthy. You're coming in too. Come here, Delthy Void Walker. A fine lethal swing against another mono black deck. GG. Etali Primal Conqueror is going to be ramping up to 7 mana and then casting a spell from each player's deck. I have the ability to do a turn 1 Liliana, which I don't think I can resist. Building up a Liliana towards her ultimate is incredibly strong, and red and green are not that good at stopping her. Drop that Baleful Mastery. I want that Gonti for, you know, crime business. They drop the land. We both discard. I'll discard this fake land. Play a real land. And there's some ramp. Now I could keep on plussing, or I could minus. I think I'm going to minus, get rid of that. Especially because I have this sweet little Barrow-Goyf who wants to mill. Dang, not a land. Alright, I'll start by attacking in. Plussing first would make a potentially larger Barrow-Goyf. Nice. Ornithopter, I'll play that. And I'll drop the Deluge. Dark Ritual, a card I also don't think should be in Brawl. I feel like fast mana, it just never does anything good. It just makes very lopsided games. Hi, Chandra. Chandra can kill the Ornithopter, but not the Barrow-Goyf since it is up to 5 toughness. So instead, they're plussing, and that's a hoof. They cannot cast it, so they deal 2 damage to my face. Or I could steal. I want to steal. I know what I'm here for. It's crime. Bristly Bill, that's mine. We plus first to try to make the Goyf big enough to one-shot the Chandra. Not quite. So I'm gonna go for face instead. Is it risky doing this? Yes, because they might get to Etali. However, you gotta risk it for the biscuits. Also, I like the reanimation. It's fun. So since they got a land, they can now +2. They'd be able to do this anyway, since this does not deal enough damage. And here's Etali! The top spell of my deck and the top spell of their deck. They get a cut down that can kill either of those, and a Somberwald Sage, which is big ramp. R.I.P. Gonti. You will be missed. I'll swing in with the Barrow-Goyf. Straight at the face. They're trying to decide if or how they block. Yes, please. Ooh, grief. This cannot be used for a creature ability, so they can't use that to flip the Etali. Make you sacrifice. Okay, with that there, looks like they want to cast that again. They're gonna bring out Grief. What's this? Okay, Shepherd. Land. They plus and Etali again. Ooh, looks like they got an Inquisition, so they'll see my damnation, and a Utopia Sprawl for more mana. So, hey. That's what I didn't want to discard. Don't worry about it. Okay, maybe worry like a little about it. Don't worry too much about it. Had I more lands, you know. Oh, they didn't even need the plus for that. You're gonna kill Grief? Yeah, Grief is the best thing at hitting the Chandra there. Okay, because they went for the Etali trade, I'm not going to be using the Damnation here. Instead, I will start with the Plunder. Tell me what you got. Open the way. Okay, I can't cast that for much there. Kill the Somberwald Sage and play Bristlebilium. Eventually, I'll get another land. I only discarded, I think, one pseudo land earlier when I was, like, plussing the early Liliana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. How much do you cost? 11, right? Because it's 7 at base. Plus 4. Yeah, should use the other plus, but that's okay. We do this for 2 because there are 2 players. Nice, I got Nykthos, Strip Mine. Bill's putting counters on himself, and now he's big enough to just slam a jam right into Chandra. Even though their hand's empty, do I still want to drop here? Yes, I'm going to drop the Damnation because I want to tick her up. Make sure she has at least 2 loyalty for the minus, and eventually maybe bring her back up towards 6. Ooh, I'm ramping. I would love to pay life. I gained so much life off that Baragoyf. And I'm probably going to strip mine that forest. Okay, I think Vorinclex and Carnosaur. Hit their mana. And I can plus, but I'm not going to. She's at the 2. That feels pretty safe. Cartographer's Survey gets them 2 more lands. Yeah, I wanted to hold the Sheoldred's Edict in case they, like, played another Chandra Planeswalker or just a good creature, like one of these. If they got, like, the Kogla. But, like, I moved it to the bottom. Dinosaur! That's cool, I don't have counter spells. Yup. Three mana. Yeah, I don't need that. Big lethal. Nice. Good game. Imskir, Iron Eater, will be eating artifacts and throwing them at my face. The more artifacts they have, the less their commander costs. And the less their commander costs, the easier it is for them to draw cards. They probably do have some, like, graveyard recursion. I'm still going to get rid of my Ghost Vacuum here, because Imskir's not really a graveyard deck. It's just an artifacts deck. I get to steal. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Wow. Fast ramp. Okay. I will heist from you. Is this crime? Yes. I guess I could have also gone for the, synthesizer. Ooh, that's a dark ritual. I mean, it's not for protection. It's to set up for some good card draw. Yeah, I'll absolutely do that. It's like I can use Wrench instead, but no, fast track and start paying life, the better. Look, see, they're paying life. I'm just getting jealous. Okay, Chromatic Star. Good cheap artifacts for Imskir. And this has a, like, affinity on its adapt. They don't have any artifact lands yet. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. So Imskir could be coming out next turn and drawing them a couple cards. I did not get a land. Let's get a land, One Ring. Come on. There we go. I'll name Rogue. And I guess I'll just get rid of this. The Edict's not going to be that useful for the most part. But if I do it now, I can make it harder for them to cast Imskir. They still have enough mana. Oh. Nice. Had to check what that was. That's the fancy art for Inventors Fair. Alright, they have 4 artifacts, so they drew 2, lost 2 life. Ornithopters. And now they can sacrifice them, but none of these are that scary for them to throw, because they're all like 2 mana. This is much more, I think, just Imskir can attack me for 5. I'm going to risk it for a land. And I'm going to get one, right? I did not get one. I can reanimate the Pteramander. I could exile something and have them draw a card. This is what I get for risking it. For the biscuits. Throw the Thopter for a flex. Alright, nice Blood Fountain. It's 1 mana to make 2 artifacts. I actually cut it from my Imskir deck. But I do think it's cool if it's just like, oh yeah. You can also use it to recur things later. There's the Blood Fountain. One, two, three, four, 5. Booties! Alright. And they tapped out of their colored mana, with the exception of Chromatic Sphere. And they won't be able to replay him this turn. Unless they get some other land type thing. Which, maybe. Oh, or that, yeah. So they can use this colorless mana, transform it using the Chromatic Sphere. Here's Imskir, and they'll draw more cards. And now they can put the boots on him again. They're down to 12 life from the Ancient Tomb and Imskir dealing damage to them, but they're going to be able to gain that back real fast. Especially when they have a Basilisk color, which turns throwing any artifact into a lethal hit on some creatures. Oh good, I got a land that time. A fine goif. I found the lands. Number go up. This is non-targeting removal. Good for getting around Greaves. By the way, since they put the Greaves on it, they cannot put the collar on it without moving the shoes onto the Ornithopter first, then giving it the Basilisk collar, then they can move it back. Shroud is so weird. Yeah, Modern Horizons 3. Crazy stuff. Also, they just kind of put Greaves in Arena randomly. This is also Modern Horizons 3, but this is Modern Horizons 3 Commander. They added Pyrogoyf and Baragoyf in randomly. They're great cards. Okay. They're dealing 1 damage to the Baragoyf. Chain Lightning. I guess in response to Chain Lightning, I'll sacrifice the Baragoyf. They are still able to replay Imskir, I think. I think they have enough mana. Actually, there's nothing under that Chrome Mox, but it gives them a discount of 1. So, yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Imskir still costs 2 mana, and they can still give him haste. You like my Momo pet? I'm excited for Avatar. They're about to go from 6 life up to 11. And they have 1 mana up with the Springleaf Drum. I want my Goyf back. But they'd be able to kill it just by sacrificing any of these artifacts. I feel this may be my end. My ability to prevent the lethal will be tough. So instead, we dig. You dig? Not like they won't be able to play it again. Yeah, I have extra cards in hand. I'll drop Malakir Rebirth. I would have loved to have, like, it's called, like, scamming it. Actually, I'll drop the Breach here. But I'm 1 mana short. Okay, Galvanic Blast. Can hit my face. Cranial Ram. Okay, it's Cranial Ram. I think they're going to have lethal next turn anyway. We're both at 9 life. Now they're at 10. And again, it's super cheap to play him. They can give him haste. They can give him Death Touch and Lifelink. Text. Ooh, and they even got an artifact land. I recently built Imskir. This is not exactly my brew, but like, there's only so much flexibility for Imskir. So they drew a bunch, went down to 3, and then back up to 8. Oh, and they finished me with the Galvanic Blast. GG. Rofellos, Llanowar Emissary is the reason I'm running so much 1 and 2 cost removal in this deck. Well, you and other kill-on-sight commanders. Now, I do have some great early cards. I have a board wipe. I go first, but I really want some of my, like, turn 1 or turn 2 kill spells to kill Rofellos before they can ramp. It is so hard to get ahead of that deck. And wow, I just whiffed on every single one of those. Well, I tried. Tried and failed. Let's see what they have. Explore, Mox Amber, Pock, and Kozilek. Gross. I hate it. Yeah, it was a very aggressive mulligan from me, but ooh, no. But we do what we can to stop what we can. Hi, Rofellos. Currently only taps for 2, but soon will tap for 3 or more. Hi, Ashaya. Now these are also for us. So Rofellos will be tapping for 5 next turn. Sorry, make that 6, possibly 7. I can get rid of the Ashaya. It reduces their mana. This is on cast, so if they get to it, we're pretty done for. Because they have 5 mana, and then another 4. It's 9. 1 short of the 10 for Kozilek. Seems fair. Oh yeah, so fun and fair getting to play against frackin' Rofellos. Okay, Hoof, Flare, Primal. I mean, I could use some ramp of my own, and maybe I just take this out of their deck so I have it. Prime time, I'm a lot closer to. I honestly could go for, like, land prime time. Good, they drew an Elvish Mystic off the top. Yeah, there was no removal there, or that's what I would have gone for. Yes, please. Primeval Titan, get me some serious mana. Let's go for the Ancient Tomb. Because then maybe if I steal again, I can get something bigger. And do I just strip mine so I can delete one of their forests? I guess so. Except if they get a land here. It's Kozilek time. Wait. Oh, no, they don't have colorless sources. Never mind, we're good. Chat, we're fine. They don't have colorless. We bog Juka him. The classic green trap of I want to play the big thing, but I don't want to put the right mana in. You fool. You've fallen right into your own trap! Nadu Winged Wisdom just got a huge power boost because we got Lightning Greaves, a free equipment. Well, the equip cost is what's free, and that's an easy way to trigger Nadu the twice a turn you want to get. Nadu, even though it's nerfed to only trigger twice a turn, is still really, really strong in Brawl, in part because it's a 3-mana 3/4 flyer that if you target it with a spell or ability, is guaranteed to get them either ramp or card advantage, which is wild. They also have a good slew of protective spells, which, you know, get them more stuff, counter spells, and ramp to, you know, get whatever they want. Usually getting some landfall triggers, too, that trigger Nadu. I will swing in for 1. There's nothing in their graveyard, so I steal nothing, and I'll try to cast this Guardian Idol for ramp. Yeah, you like my Goyf? It's really cool that they put Baragoyf in. Oh, nasty. So they just Siege Ship impacted my Guardian Idol. This is like an anti-Mox card. It's like, hey, I've seen enough Chrome Moxes die. Fair. Reflecting Pool. You want to play Nadu? No, they just want to ramp first. Okay, they don't feel Nadu is safe, I think. But you get mana back usually. I could go for ramping. I'm gonna go for Baragoyf. Just gonna play it now. There's already like no permanent for me to take with Tiny Bones. We swing in, deal 1, and now I have 2 death-touching attackers. If you're wondering, why is this in the deck? It's because it's crime. Why is this in the deck? Is because it's just good. I don't even have that many creatures, which makes the Baragoyf less likely to get me something when it hits, but it's just such a good card. And we're swinging in. In we go. They have mana to trigger a lander. Or that could be like mana drain mana. I don't know. Let's mill. No critters. But now my Goyf is bigger. Do I go for the Shelly? Yeah. Why is Sheoldred in this deck? It's just because it's a good card in black. That is the genuine reason this Sheoldred is in the deck. The other Sheoldred is a bit more like versatile, especially because it's like a crime-themed deck. This one's just in here because it's, well, it does that. A lot of cards are built around card draw, and if we make that card draw hurt them, they can do less of it. Now, they have 7 mana. That's Cyclonic Rift mana. I'll swing in. Any rifts? Oh, we are not bound by rifts. Yes, I would like to mill. That's bigger. I don't trust my ability to get to use wrench here. I'm gonna Terminus. Yeah. I don't trust like that. That was right, not just like that. They had a wash away, which they cast at full cost to hit the Terminus. The Terminus, by the way, after I've had like Wrench enter the battlefield, I can exile her and then use it to reanimate creatures each turn. And it looks like they never got their engine for Nadu. They didn't get their bristly bills. They didn't get their various equipments, their GDs and things. So we win. GG. Ketramos, the New Dawn. Hi there, Ketramos. You ready to exile all my permanents? I'm going to exile some of yours too. Unfortunately, exiling things on their turn, no matter how it happens, will cause them to draw a card. And that's bad for me because sometimes we want to remove things at instant speed on their turn, and the way we do it is with exiles. So we'll be careful about the timing on that and try to focus a bit more on just establishing ourselves, dodging board wipes because, well, Ketramos survives them extremely easily, and winning from that. So, like, I'm actually really happy to see this Jet Medallion into Liliana Because I feel like Liliana is one of the few ways I can just cleanly get rid of Ketramos. We have to make them sacrifice it. Exercise. Yeah, I've been hitting the gym. Oh, you didn't mean like that. Yeah, I bet this thought distortion is going to be really juicy. I'll name Rogue. And I'm just going to ramp here. Don't mind me. Just clicking buttons. Some Ketramoses are blink decks, but a lot of them are just Orzhov control. Especially because this thing gains the life back so well later on. Alright, here comes Ketramos. They have 1 mana. They could put the boots on him. Or they could, like, exile something from a graveyard to get the trigger. Nice. I'm actually going to lead with Cruel Claw's Heist. To see what is in their hand and take a card from their hand. Okay, so there's blink stuff in here. Exile. This exiles from graveyard, and this is good removal. I kind of like the Seam Rip, since it can hit that Mox Amber. I can't use the Ephemerate. It won't double for me. So I'm gonna Seam Rip, take that, and kill Ketramos. Now, they can play one of these little creatures and then swing directly into Liliana, killing her. They have the boots. They can do that. But I'm okay with that. That's not, like, a devastating move. Oh, never mind. They're going to go for Grasp of Fate, exiling her.
No fun when they hit back.
Time for crime. Wrench is legendary. So I can use her for mana off the Relic. I do actually want to take their blink cards, by the way, because blinking my commander is awesome. I kind of want to take just like Command Tower, but that's sort of Feast and Famine. I'm taking the Command Tower because I didn't get a land here, and I'm going to Cloud Shift Wrench just like immediately. I'm gonna steal something better. Oh, dang. I forgot to tap her for mana first. That probably won't make a difference. Probably. We got a Grief and a... Banishing Light would let me get that back. Banishing Light, Mana Tithe. Yeah, I could get rid of, like, the boots here. Or I could hold up the cheekiest Mana Tithe in a mono black deck. I know what I'm here for. It's extreme criminal activity. I love Wrench. I wish there were more ways to, like, blink Wrench in black. There are some spells that let you kill her and reanimate her in the same turn, but they tend to be, like, 5 mana or require other creatures to sacrifice. They just don't work that well in crime. So I have, like, a couple protective spells, but not too many. All right, so they have 3 mana up right now because they do not have a legend, and they're going to path her. Okay. I am going to tap her for whatever mana. She's going to turn into a land. And I'm totally fine with this because now I can cast her again. Yay. Now, since I floated the mana, they should know that they should go into the second main phase. They didn't, though. So I get to Mana Tithe their stuff. Nice. I could just play Wrench again. I'm just going to play Wrench again. Okay. I could use a land. Doesn't matter what color. That's really good. That's really good. That's a fun one. I'm going to go Skyclave because I like that one a lot. Get myself a white mana source. I am going to use the Chrome Mox and exile Mr. Bones from my hand. Milady. Gonna drop Shuldred. Actually, no. Based on what's in their hand, I'm gonna drop Thought Distortion. They are not getting lands. And I'm getting their lands. Nice! Taking taken out a Ketramos by taking their cards. Brea Ethereum Shaper, a 4-color artifacts deck. I have a little bit of removal that can actually kill Brea if something's left to play. A Reanimate Jet Medallion for discounts. This seems like a pretty nice hand, especially because Damnation can take out Brea and her artifact buddies that are able to drain you for life or kill your creatures. Even killing planeswalkers. I don't know if I want to hold the Rebirth. I think I'm going to just play it as a land for this game. They fetch and find a Thundering Falls, and they keep whatever they surveilled on top. Fire of Industry. Oh. Okay. They now control an artifact, so that taps for mana of any color. Jet Medallion for discounts. And they are able to play Brea next turn. Yeah, Brea's got some good enter the battlefield value. Coming with those Thopters. She can also sacrifice herself, which is kind of wild. Some of the nastiest cards with her are like Urza, because Urza lets you tap them for mana to use the abilities. Ooh, shocking, and a Rhystic Study. Ugh, Rhystic Study. Ew. Gross. That's not even an artifact. It's just annoying. Also, I don't really have anything to do here. There's no creatures in the graveyard. So we're just chilling. We've been chilling. Pinnacle Emissary is going to make drones artifacts when they cast artifacts, filling up the board, and then they can also cast this again later. I can't Fatal Push this, but I can just wipe the board next turn. I'll pay the 1. Yes. And now they can do that again. Something notable is that I cannot strip mine all their lands because that one's indestructible. I could still hit like Godless Shrine, Spire. But I'd rather wait for like a utility land. Oh, okay. Oracle of the Alpha is going to put Moxen into their deck. Quite good with Brea. Also, like, Time Walk and Ancestral Recall. Pinnacle Emissary, back in play. Of these, the one that's better for me to steal is Oracle of the Alpha. Because I could cut down and reanimate it. And I probably wouldn't want to cast another spell this turn. Because I also could have gone for Strip Mine to enable the Revolt. Power 9 acquired. Let's see, they've got 6 mana. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to hit the Godless Shrine. This is what taps for more mana of all colors, but it also is, like, it costs them life when they do it. Soul Guide Lantern, a little bit of graveyard hate. Probably would have been nice to have it out first. Yeah, don't worry, I don't recur Strip Mine in this deck. It is a one-off land hate. I wish I could get rid of that Rhystic Study. Maybe I can steal a way to get rid of it from their deck. Uh-oh, Kappa Cannoneer. That's gonna be a problem, especially with this Pinnacle Emissary spitting out critters. I'll scry first. What's on top of the deck? Saw in half. I mean... 2 Oracle of the Alpha. 2 Wrench. I'm probably just gonna go for 1 Wrench here. Ward 4, technically not hexproof, and also gets around a lot of the hexproof preventatives. Yep. I'm not gonna blink the alpha. I'm gonna saw it in half. It's better. I could take their One Ring and Black Lotus. A lot of those are just mana rocks otherwise. Improvise. Okay, cool. And we're not paying that there because I would have to pay the one. Yeah, this is unfortunately with the Ristic study out, not quite as good. So Mox Jet's actually going to let them go kind of nasty wild here because they're about to get 4 more, I think, artifacts in. Yeah, 4 more this turn. The Jet, this, that. Oh, and 3 more. Sorry. Yeah, and I'm going to need to use these One Rings to just prevent death. We can take the 3 from Emissary here. Because remember, Brea can also make me just straight up lose life. What's on top of my deck? Ancestral Recall. She can do that at instant speed, though. So I think what I need to do is saw in half the Wrench to try to get, like, the Time Walk out of their deck. And just, like, let them draw anyway. Can't cast it? No, I can get blue mana. I have a Black Lotus. Alright, what you got? Wrench, wrench, and wrench. Okay, Urza and a Mox. Not quite what I want. Marionette. And, 1, 2, 3, 4. We just have to, like, let them draw. Decline. Make a little guy. Urza. Decline. Tap. And tap. Thought Monitor. Decline. This is me pondering my way through some criminal activities. You need to be tapped to be sacrificed, right? Yeah. So we need to tap you for blue, and you for blue, and these for black. I could start with the Ancestral Recall. Or I can just go for the One Ring. Oh no, because I have to push. Sorry, I have to push Brea so she can't sacrifice things to kill me. Whew. Decline. And then this buys me a turn. Only thing I really could have done different is ordered those 2 differently so I could have tapped that for 1 mana. So they would have drawn 1 less. I have the Ancestral Recall here. Oh, I can't even target myself. Right. Yeah, One Ring Scepter. I would have had to do it in response to the Enter the Battlefield ability. Piloting Crime is wild. Is Azula going to go into my Bolus deck? Maybe. I think that she's much more interesting as like a build around for herself, but she is a very good crime commander. She's probably going to be one of the first commanders I build. Dang, free mana. And the Kappa Cannoneer grows. Surgical Metamorph can enter as a copy of the One Ring or Kappa Cannoneer. Or Urza. Oh no. Yeah, the 2 One Rings. How do I win from here? Great question. I don't know. I need this to not be out, but I think they can play it again because Urza's going to tap all of these for so much mana. Top deck board wipe. I already used board wipe. They stole the stolen Urza? Yeah, it's the Urza. They made a copy of it. They cloned him. And now all they gotta do is ding me in upkeep. And I'm going to leave because they're not doing that. It was still a cool match. Harris the Storm Spinner can only be cast after turn 3 because it has this really good ability that would be a little too strong in the first 3 turns. But once it's in play, you can give it haste, and it essentially has triple strike, double strike, plus dealing damage at the end of turn if you've cast something from outside of your hand, whether that's the command zone, your graveyard, exile, any of those. Ooh, those are 2 very good swords. This one casts from exile, this one's just good. That's some removal. And that is a talisman for ramp. I'm going to hit the lightning strike because if I have their lightning strike, I can use it to kill a Harris before he triggers. Rob, thank you for the sub. It also stops them from being able to kill my fear of ridicule. Yeah, we know about their counterspell. Oh, that's cute. They can suspect their commander because it's very hard to deal with it if you can't block it. Sort of wubbity and wubbities. And we're going to steal a feature from their deck. Make a copy of it. It's a 1/1. Ooh, werewolf! And I was thinking, like, can I Chromatic Lantern? No. But that's also fine, because it's daytime, nighttime. Yeah, I have to be able to pay the 2 for killing a Harris. Yeah, they know, like, don't even bother with this. They could have a, like, they could auto-war it back in the hand. But, yeah, just cast again next turn. Yeah. We love daytime and nighttime. Sword. 2. 2 swords. They cast 2 spells, so now it is daytime again. I want to see what I steal first. Dalikos. So this is like an equipment to Harris deck, which makes sense. The more you can buff him, the better he can get. I don't have any good, like, instant Speedway to hit him here. And hopefully they do not get another haste enabler. Okay, I can grab a land. Soul Cauldron. Maybe Sink, because that's also a spell. So this is protection red-green. This is protection green-black. And now they can deal 4 damage to any target. And yeah, it makes sense they went for the fear of ridicule. Artifact spells. I have one of those. Actually, I have multiple of those. Let's do this one. And I have a really good piece of removal here. It is Speed Brood Stalker because it does not target. So it dodges their protection from black. And we can even give it haste, gain some life, and win the game. GG Harris. Yet another Davriel Soul Broker. I think that might actually be the same player as before. My hand has creature removal, which probably won't be relevant, and crime, which is always relevant. No, wrong one. I need to heist. Every day. Every day I need to steal duress. Gotta make them discard so they can't ramp into Davriel. Hey! Don't look at those. I think goodbye Emperor of Bones. It might be goodbye Ghost Vacuum if they plan on doing some nasty graveyard stuff. Is any of these 3 cards? CGB had made a Davriel deck this week. Oh, that could be it. Okay, board wipe. Enough to kill my little guy. Expedition map. They already have the Nykthos in hand, which I think is usually what they would search for. So I'm gonna hit the bobble. Is this all CGB's fault? Could be. I'm always down with blaming CGB. He's my friend, but he's my friend that plays blue. Making him truly a villain. Nothing can be hit by that. Here's Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. I didn't get a land, which is awkward. It's fine, I didn't need one. I would have liked one, but I don't need it. Okay. It's not a land. I say he's my friend who plays blue playing against a black deck. Yeah, bone it up. Land. Cabal Stronghold to try to turn their swamps into more mana. Currently, they only have 3 swamps, though, so it would be not getting them anything additional. So they can either minus killing the Emperor of Bones or go for offers and conditions. No, they're going to perpetually make that a -1, -1. A land, kind of enough. What's that? Ghost vacuum out of here. Nailed it. He pluses. I have no attackers, so it won't be relevant. I kill it. Enjoy your cave. I bet it's gonna be Urza's whatever, right? Oh no, just a swamp? Strip mine? Okay. They can keep me off my commander because I have missed land drops. Which, rude. And instead we can be Roman and Theronin. I'll name Rogue and then it will die to a languish. Probably. So if I attack them, I need to discard. If I have no cards in hand, I have to sacrifice an attacking creature. But I think they're just going to go for the Languish. I would go for the Languish. I think it's worth using on just the roaming throne. If there's the potential that I'm going to steal 4 cards from them, yeah. And also, like, it would be able to kill Davriel. Here's Wrench. Give me your cards. Give. Give. Your card's mine now. Me take. Okay. I see tutors. I see removal. I see land. I kind of like taking the dark ritual or the land here. This is me being like, I don't trust my deck to give me another land. This is CGB's list. How can you tell? How can you tell? What was the signature weird spell he put in? Is it this? Is it Scampering Surveyor? It's so weird to see people using the removal version. The Languish? That's not that weird, though, is it? Expedition map? Does map usually get, like, Nykthos? Strip mine? I guess it probably depends. I can play him again. To get Stronghold. Yeah, right now it's getting them 1 additional mana, I think. They're gonna demo field. Ooh, they could make it 2 additional. Land. Swamp. Welcome back, Davriel. Okay, they got the black spells cost less and nothing on my side got buffed because I have nothing. I can go for Breach or I can go for Wrench. I'm gonna Breach. That's 2. This is only 1. Yeah, what? You have a spell that you can cast for free because it got reduced? What is it? Nothing. Stop it. Thank you. Okay. Solemn Simulacrum and Scampering Surveyor. Barrogoyf, Liliana, Mr. Bones, but she's been shrunk. Alright, I think I'll go with that. Probably Barrogoyf. It's like that or Liliana. Liliana lets me hit their hand. Barrogoyf's just straight awesome, though. Yes, please. Thank you. You are hovering over your own Davriel. What for? Yeah, they've got lots and lots of mana now. Good for them. I'm starting to get mana too, thanks to taking a Solemn Simulacrum. And also a land. Like, that's their swamp. And they minus. They know they can play him again. He's all of 9 mana because he discounted himself. And their offers and conditions are... Yeah, I'm always scared of when they get the discount, but also the when you draw a card, you gain life. That one's good. All right. Yep, and they got it. So they lose 6, but now whenever they draw a card, they will gain life. Making cards like Necrodominance, Necropotence, the One Ring, all really scary. Sorry, only one of the 2 of those. Whichever is the one, Necrodominance, I think, is the one that draws cards. Necropotence just puts into hand at end step. Yeah, that one it doesn't work with. They got 10 mana available. Does the swamp discount generic? It does. So they're talking about the emblem. That's part of what makes it so good. All right, and they are perma-killing their Solemn Simulacrum. And then I think Edicting this? Fatal Push. Okay, yeah, it's a 3 mana card. I would like to draw. Thank you very much. That is not a useful card. Wrench. Let's start stealing. Okay. Yeah, that's one it puts into hand, so that's not the one they care about as much here. Necker Dominance, that is the one I care about. And they've got World Map, Realm Breaker. I mean, Realm Breaker would be really fun to take. I'm going to take Corruption here. And I will Bajuka their Bog. I no longer care about the graveyard stuff. Are you going to kill Wrench? I mean, that would be pretty wicked. Why are you looking at my graveyard? It's a good graveyard, I know. It'll even better when I get to draw a full hand every turn. Nope, nope, they're just going for card draw. Cling to Dusk. Yes, Davriel is a good mono black control commander. Realm Breaker and World Map confirms that it's CGB's list. Thank you people in chat who apparently know more about what CGB is up to than I do. I should just like text him and be like, bro, what'd you do that for? They plussed? Okay, Tezzeret probably also tutors or something. Oh, he can get the map. Is this just like all in on Stronghold? Where's my strep mine?
Every piece grants me power.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best way to build Davriel the way CGB did, but I think it's funny. Like, yeah, man, you're going for it. Okay, Relic of Progenitus can get rid of my graveyard. Also commit crimes repeatedly.
Soon you.
Oh no, my graveyard, my I don't know, land. Oh no, my everything else. Whee! They drew a card, so they gained some life. Ew, gross. Life total of 19 now. You seriously not have anything in hand? Okay. I have to discard. Deluge is the easy card to discard here. Oh, wait, they had minused? I thought they had plus last turn. Oh, okay. I'm going to consume Davriel. Oh, they used the +2 draw card. There's so many, like, emblems and delayed triggers and stuff. Necrodominance! Hi, this is yours. I'm not cool enough to run in my deck. I think I'll pay 7. I don't need these. Five. Well, let's just go 5 for now. All right. They even give you a window to play with them if you want. Okay, an opposition agent. Did anything leave under my control? No, I don't think so. I'll discard Deluge, Swamp, and Swamp. Oh, actually, I think I could have dropped Not Dead after all, because is this anything would go to my graveyard? Yeah, okay, so this doesn't work anymore, so I should have dropped it.
I'd say it's good to see another thing.
They draw. My turn. Yeah, we don't draw, sorry, because Decker Dominance. Kick it. Kill Davriel.
So sorry. Forgot to do my best.
Yeah, I'll pay another 5. That sounds good. I'm gonna drop Not Dead after all, because again, it doesn't do anything. And ooh, another one of these lands. That ain't doing anything either. I'll have pay in life. 'Tis truly the mono-black way of, well, playing the game. Drop the necromancy? No, because they have a graveyard. You think I ain't taking that? Of course I'm gonna take that. That's gonna be mine. What are you gonna do? Draw a card? Oh my god. Stop. You're so annoying. Die. Yeah, Slasher won't come back on death, though. Because of my pilfered necrodominance. Hi, Liliana. Plus or minus?
No more distractions.
Plus or minus? I was really hoping you'd do the other one. Because a minus would have let me fatal push that. This would let me play her again. Okay, Takanuma doesn't do much. I can Terminus, though. Even though I don't have a graveyard, never will until this is gone. Okay, each player discards. I'll drop Takanuma.
We all have things we love.
Welcome home, Big Davriel.
These negotiations are a bit more aggressive.
Okay, they're killing the Slasher. It does not come back. But finally, Revolt is active. Do I feel like harnessing? Not really. Because again, it doesn't do anything. Okay, that's a big dumb board wipe. Each non-lane permanent is mana value extra less. And I have the most expensive permanent in play.
After that, I need a nap.
Mine? 5. I'm starting to run out, but it's totally worth it. Oh, crab.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
I could have harnessed, but again, no graveyard. Doesn't matter. God, I wish you had a card in hand so I could crab. What? Indestructible. But, like, please do get rid of Necrodominance. It's kind of hurting me at this point. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, they're doing it. Oh, wait, that's indestructible. Who cares? Whee! Oh, my thirst for power's normal, guys. I have a draw step again. You're just jealous. Keely Archive. Time Warp. Drop the Thoughtseize. Play the Chromatic Lantern. And do the Time Warp. Ah, I truly am the bluest of players. Wrench or Crab? Wrench to start. Mm-hmm. Probably Breachin'. Use a One Ring. Again, I love the idea of stealing their lands. But also... Is it worth 2 life, Amy? I don't have a card in hand. Hi, listen. Just want to do crime. And oh boy, do I ever want to do crime.
Well, if you're not here,
They're drawing! Yes, put cards in your hand so I can see. Look at how expensive Davriel is. Dog, that's crazy. What do you have in there? What is it? Heal the ruin. Okay, well, I invoke Despair, and they leave. Man, these Davriel games sure are something. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I like playing crime decks, and this is no exception. It was really fun. And I'm really happy that I got to do crime with Black Cat / Wrench. This is another one of those Spider-Man cards that I think is pretty fun, just because it's doing what a previous card has done, but for a little bit more mana and doing more of it. I feel like that's a kind of cool iteration of design, and sure, she doesn't have Death Touch, but the big double steal can be super impactful. I really like when you happen to hit like a combo piece off of her. It feels very satisfying, and it makes it feel like even if you don't ever cast the stolen card, you're getting good value. If you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description. There's some links down there. And if you would like to suggest a commander for me to brew, please do let me know in the comments. I also got like 1 million comments on my Avatar bonus sheet video. Thank you to everybody who commented on that. It is, I think, the top performing video of the year. Hurrah! Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.